we are super excited. We've got local celebrity Terry Sanders with us. If you go to Silver Dollar City, if you see the shows around town, you've seen Terry somewhere. Yep, and so we are super excited to have him join us.
Yay!
An icon.
Yes.
Where?
Oh.
Right there, that's the icon, Willow.
Thank you so much, Terry, for coming and joining us.
Thank you.
Well, we've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
Say a while, And now the opportunity to be together and let's just delve into life and stuff and things that people may have never even thought of,
Yeah.
Say, wait a minute.
Yeah,
because if you look around, there's all sorts of interviews with Terry out there, and a lot of places cover stuff. And our dog's even trying to chime in here already.
She's already
She's
already got questions.
But I'm like, let's do something a little different because you get to talk about what characters you are and how long at Silver Dollar City, and we'll get some of that. But we want to dig a little deeper too and get into some things that people don't talk about.
Yeah.
So yes,
I'm also excited to sit down and talk with you because as I've gotten to go to Silver Dollar City the past few years, I've seen you in passing doing your thing, and I'm like, oh, we get to talk to the icon.
Well, it's so funny because whenever I came over here to the studios, which is pretty exciting, I was like, I know that face. I know you. So it's kind of fun. And of course, we've been like I said forever. So this is wonderful. Mm-hmm. All right, well,
definitely.
Let her roll.
Let's roll.
Okay, so you've been in Branson for quite a while. How long have you worked at Silver Dollar City?
Ever since I came here in 1980, I worked at Silver Dollar City for 46 years. 46 years, that's a long time.
Has it been
That's
that
awesome.
long? Oh, my.
And I had a great acting professor, Howard Orms from SMSU, now MSU. And he always told us, he says, get a job and get that job going and then keep looking for the next job and keep that one, keep all the jobs you can because it's a fickle business. And I've always worked multiple jobs, and that's what I love to do. It's the training because I know it is a crazy business, and if you're not busy, it ain't good.
Right.
So that's my adage right there. Keep busy.
Well, and you were definitely busy because you've got Silver Dollar City.
Silver City.
You got Shepherd of the Hills.
Shepherd of the Hills.
Is it Americana Theater right now?
C.J. Newsom's classic country and comedy show at the Americana Theater.
That's a mouthful.
Keep on going. Come on, we've got 8 of them.
I would say, okay, so I know 3, and I know I'm missing.
Okay, how about this? Let's see. We've got the Shepherd of the Hills that we mentioned that, okay? And then we've got, let's see, Little Hacienda. I do their social media on Taco Tuesday. Been there for 5 years now doing that.
I need to get out there still.
Yes, you do. And have lunch with me because I love when people come and talk with me like I'm talking to you. And then we've got a Big Cedar Lodge. I love Big Cedar Lodge. Been there for 15 years. And I play all sorts of characters, but I get to produce their big shows for the holiday weekends, like, the 4th of July, Labor Day, all those things right there. Then at Christmas time, I'm the Grinch. Then, of course, I get to do personal appearances, which is great fun. And then, of course, what else have we got there? The Vacation Channel. They've been asking me to do some things, and now they just brought out some stuff from the archives of earlier where he looks good. I guess he has aged. So, and then, of course, my wife and I have our own Airbnb called Grandma Beulah's, based on one of my characters that I've done for years.
Yes.
And that was all by what you call strategy. It's like, how do we get people to come to this and know about it? Well, you've got the Grandma Beulah character. It's an original farmhouse right there in the heart of Branson, right across from, near Godfather's Pizza. Best fried chicken in town. I mean that, I really do.
Like a stay-and-play situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
So smart. Megan. And so it's right there. It's a 1909 farmhouse that we kept the theme of that. It's all been completely renovated. And it's been a wonderful thing. And so we're thrilled about that. So,
How do you find time to do all that?
What is time?
I love to do the impossible. Like you said, how do you do that? And I was looking at my schedule and I'm thinking, okay, I can do this. I'm over here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I just stacked the cards. Like at Christmas time, we mentioned the Grinch just moments ago on my supper break at Silver Dollar City as Clarence Peabody, Santa's helper. Who wants, who gets. Well, I leave there, drive down 76, go to my home right there, which our home is right there by Grandma Beulah's. So it's all wonderful.
That's easy.
It makes it easy, and it's access to 76, 65 and Rourke Valley Road. So it's a really great location. That's why people love Grandma Beulah's. So I go home, change into the Grinch. I got into the traffic right there. Then I go down 65, go down to Big Cedar Lodge, do a 30-minute show as the Grinch, then come back, and it's always fun because I'm in my car, and all of a sudden you feel eyes upon you. And you're like, what do you want? And you roll down the window, take a picture, it lasts longer. So they get out their phone and they're trying to drive. This will not end well. This will not end well.
Priceless.
So then I do the thing, come back to the house, change out, I get back into Clarence Peabody, go back to Silver Dollar City, and finish my shift.
So
and
you
it's wonderful.
degreen.
Oh, I degreen. Yes,
All
indeed.
in that little amount of time.
Boom, 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 boom. Years of practice. But, it's fun. I mean, I love a challenge, and I really like it when people go, how did you do that? Like characters. There was a time I would do Silver Dollar. I would leave there, go do Big Cedar Lodge. Then on the way back, I would stop and change, and I would do a pre-show for Tony Roy. He had a show in town, and so I do a pre-show as Grandma. Then leave there, go do Shepherd of the Hills, and on Saturday nights, all those things right there. And then
It's on the way back. It's fine.
I was doing another show called the Late at Night show over at what's now Garden Country. So it was like, oh my gosh. But it's like, my gosh, look what we did. Look what I pulled off. And you're going to be up anyway. Why not get paid for it?
Management has always been good working with you on this.
You know what? I am blessed. I truly am. Everyone has been gracious and kind, but also the great thing, and I don't mean this in an egotistical way, it's just that they understand the value of Terry being there. It's like, oh my gosh, and because I cross-line promote. And they go, oh, that's bank. Because it does work, Matter of fact, the little hacienda thing came about. Some friends from Oklahoma called him. It was just before COVID really hit big and bad. And so, look, we're going to be in Branson. Terry, we'd love to meet you. And you talk about that new place, Big D's Barbecue. Can we meet there? And
Delicious.
Could Grandma be there for it? So I said, sure. So I did a Facebook Live type thing. Hello, it's me, Grandma. That's before I even had the long. Yeah. So the apparatus. And so we're doing this thing live, and we're making some jest because we weren't fully married to COVID, but like the toilet paper thing. Oh yeah, craziness. And so in the middle of this, and as you know, whenever you're filming something with your phone, all of a sudden you see your messages like, oh wait a minute. So I see this message from Fidel Gomez, who owns with his brother the little hacienda. Terry, come and see me when you're done. Okay, of course, I'm dressed as Grandma, so...
Can do.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have a great meal. We talk about everything, laugh. Yeah. And then I go back to the theater, change out of Grandma, and I get normal, whatever normal is.
Normal.
Look it up.
You're talking to us.
Oh, yeah,
normal.
Hello, why? And so anyway, so I go talk to Fidel, and he goes, oh, Terry, look at this. All those people, they watch you. You work for me.
Oh, it wasn't a question, it was a statement.
No, it was. You work for. I said, okay, if you feed me and take care of me, I'll do it. He goes, so because they're making tacos anyway.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
So and so it's been a wonderful marriage, if you will, for 5 years now. Yeah. Every Tuesday, right there you go, and it's been a great thing. So
Good.
How can you go wrong? And I like to have some ethics and morals about myself.
That's always a good thing.
That's good.
They'll come back. Bye. But we used to eat at Little Hacienda before I was ever associated or affiliated with them. And oh my goodness, the food is great, the service is great. We've known the Gomez brothers forever. And so so I said, oh, absolutely. And so I love to promote the good things. And it's nice that people say, Terry, you were right. Yeah. You're right. It was so good. And so that's who I am. Let's all do good stuff, like you do. And that's what I admire about what you do. Now, Megan, I don't know your work well enough.
No.
But trust me, I will go online and I will score you.
Okay.
And we will
Thank you.
some reviews. Anyway, so it's really important to do that, to share, because let's go to all the good places. Let's find some new things and explore and go, okay, now here's the good, here's the bad, here's the ugly.
Well, I figure they're already watching me, so it can't get worse than that.
Slay.
Beauty and the Beast. Copyright law.
It's 7 seconds.
Oh.
Right? 7 seconds. I just learned this. I'm learning a lot.
Oh, wow.
through this.
7 seconds. Yeah, I'm glad to know that.
7 seconds or less.
Yeah, if you can keep the clip down,
Really?
you can get away with it.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Because we were talking about doing a thing where I was dressed as grandma. We're gonna have just a snippet of "Dude looks like a lady."
Yep.
But
There you go.
Well, yeah, like I say, 7 seconds, and especially if you're doing it, it's parody,
Right.
you can do it.
There you go.
Aha! See, I've learned. I'm a better person.
Yeah.
Dave. Good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I've
learn
had
here.
to deal with all the copyright stuff plenty of
Oh, I
times.
bet. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Well, what an interesting business, to get into, because you at first you don't know.
Yeah.
My dad and mom. My dad had a business called Pioneer Amusement,
Mm-hmm.
and he had this route, and it was pinball machines, pool tables, and jukeboxes.
Okay.
And
Throwback.
so in our basement, oh yeah,
Yeah.
And so we had all the wax downstairs in our basement because we'd have stock and supply.
Yep.
Well, about the mid-'70s, the biggest trend, the biggest craze were 8-track tapes.
Yep.
And so we'd say, oh, and you make those? Well, sure, we can make some. Well, here's some songs, so we make them. Well, then all of a sudden we didn't realize, okay, we were getting money, and all of a sudden, boom, someone said, wait a minute, so...
You're distributing, and
and getting
Got it.
So entity, we were not sued. There was nothing bad. There was just cease and desist.
Cease and
kind of thing.
desist, yep.
And that's okay. You get that all the time
like,
anyway.
Yeah, in the case of like YouTube, they just say, "Oh, look, you're not making any money off of this. We're sending it to them."
Oh my God.
It was a learning
okay.
moment.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Yeah. So you live and learn, and that's
Yep.
okay. So
You made it.
Good deal. Well, good question.
Yeah,
It's fun.
I feel like the way that you've come into all these opportunities here in Branson have been really organic, and I feel like that's something powerful.
Well, it is. You got to know thyself.
Yeah.
Work at yourself. Always try to improve. I think that's
Yeah.
a good thing right there, because sooner you're getting better reviews and like, wow, that's what a professional does. Is how
Yeah.
you get that. Because when we first start out in this business or any business, you don't know a whole lot. You
Right.
try to, or I know how to do that. No, you don't. Liar, liar.
Yep. And people don't know you either, and so it takes time.
And you, like myself, like you, I'm sure we get to know you. That's
of course.
7 years that I'm here with you. Your brand of humor, and you have to find a market, and so and you learn, okay, who can't accept what you do or how you do it, or can I get a little in there, and you go, all right, now we're all friends.
Each audience
okay,
is
so
kind of
that-
different.
That actually it makes me think of something. Have you? Well, I'm sure you have. When you've had people get upset
Yes.
over,
Yeah.
Yes.
can you share a couple stories there?
And it's interesting because you don't want to upset anyone.
Right.
Now, my good friend, true story, good friend, Joan, oh my God.
Oh, yes.
If I don't upset somebody, then I've not done my job. And that was her attitude, because she said, I'm going to be right there cutting edge and all this.
Oh, yeah.
But we're in Branson. We're not somewhere else. When you get to leave that town, you're
Right.
stuck here. So
Yeah.
be cautious. The Siffords, Larry Sifford, okay, musician, family,
Yep.
from over there. They had got a booking in their hometown. I think it's called Columbia, or is it Columbus, Illinois, right
Okay.
across the border there from St. Louis. And they called up and said, "Hey, Terry, we got this gig, man. We'd love to have you as our comedian. Would you do it?" Sure, I would. So yeah. So we get up there, get all set up, got great sponsors, great people. Now, you, like myself, you want to feel out the audience. Now, I
Right.
do a pre-show. A pre-show is Homer Lee. It's me, Homer Lee, Branson's maintenance man. That's right. So feel, and there's a couple sitting right here, older, mature. That's what I want for this bit, because I know later in the show, Grandma is going to be in there, and I, unbeknownst to them, will get their information, their names, where they're from, how long they've been
Yep.
married, and it's all the setup. And so they were delightful. And he had this look. I was talking as Homer. "Hey, you look like Bob. Thanks for the memories. You're a great guy, and you guys are having fun." And his wife, "Oh yes," they were just sweet, exactly, yeah. And so everything is great. So it comes now time for the grandma routine, and of course now Grandma, "Oh my, Edna Spinkle! Oh my good Edna! I didn't recognize you. You got those warts burned off." Well, they usually taking their laughing, right? Well, the lady,
Oops.
Oh no!
and I'm like, okay, but I'm married to it. I mean, I have no other couple to pick on.
Right.
Someone, I got all the information. I know her name, blah, 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 blah. And so we do the routine, and almost halfway, a little more than halfway through the routine, she gets up and walks out.
Oh.
Oh my!
Oh my is right there. So, but we finish the deal. Can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And so, of course, I do the thing, run up through the lobby where I run through to go to the restroom. Well, there's the husband and wife right there. And I said, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, just leave it. I've got it.
Just leave it.
Just leave. And I mean, she's just furious, like a wet hornet.
Oh my.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So, okay. So I get changed to the next routine, blah, 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 blah. Well, unbeknownst to me, after the show, Larry says, hey, Terry, things happen. I said, that's the first. That's never happened to me before. I mean, it's been that severe. And he says, well, yeah, it happens, Terry, but that was the sponsor. They own the bank here. Yes.
That's helpful information.
Yeah. And so he goes, I'm sure we'll probably be back, but just not with you. And he laughed about that. But
He's being a pretty good sport.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was
His wife, no.
Oh, yeah, right. So Larry was able to kind of make things better, but oh my gosh. But you do the best you can.
Yeah.
And just apologize and just be a friend. I'm sorry, hey, we're all here to have a good time.
Yeah.
And usually when you're the sponsor, okay, you're going to get called out.
You know what kind of show maybe you can expect, but not this time.
I think when one of the local theaters here had basically sponsored the whole school district, all the teachers and staff, and they made a total fool of the superintendent. He knew it was coming. It's part of the deal.
Yeah.
Hello, it's a given.
Yeah.
Be a champ.
No, wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, and you never know. Now, I was with a group called the Brashular Music Show for 17 to 23 years. And a group had hired us, a Pentecostal group, because they come to the show. They come to Branson quite a bit.
Them Pentecostals are nuts. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. He's one of them. But it was, and so we're all excited about this. And then the Brashers, as we're going to the venue, because it was a road show, they said, "Now you probably shouldn't do the grandma thing because you rip off the dress." And
Oh yeah. If they're
Right. So now here you go. Now here's the irony of all that. And so we do the show. I didn't do the grandma thing right there, and then they came up, the sponsors, these wonderful Pentecostal people. We sure liked your boy. That was great. That was funny. Why didn't you do the grandma thing? That's our favorite bit.
I'm in a rock and a hard place.
And then I looked at the Brashers and said, don't you ever tell me what to do. Because I'm going to tell you, I've got faith. Got to have faith. Yeah. But no, flip the coin.
Yeah.
Do the best you can.
Yeah, win some.
Yeah. Know thyself. Do what you can.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So,
That's funny. I'm just kind of digesting that.
Okay, so because I'm coming from the background too, I wasn't raised that way. I was not raised in the church. My wife was raised from a very conservative background, so it's something that I would have seen and laughed at hysterically. And years ago, she would have been. She's, we've kind of merged a little bit now. So she gets so she gets the humor in it now, but I could definitely see where it would have been sensitive. But that's hilarious.
You never know, kiddos. You never know. Love it.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your ideas. Be sure to share them in the comments below, or you can contact me. There's information in the description that has my email address, fan pages, information about merchandise, and so much more. So be sure to check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and if you haven't already, hit the button right up there to subscribe. And in fact, if you did enjoy this, I've even got another video for you right here. And also about these wonderful people here, those are my YouTube members and my patrons, the ones whose financial support makes this possible. I couldn't do it without them. If you want to know more about that and the perks that come with it, well, be sure to check the description. There's a link right down there. Thank you so incredibly much. God bless.